Was it kind?
Yeah, you just like Peter coordinate and
I wouldn't.
You guys ready?
it's not a question. It's just-
Ready? Please rise to the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That is this. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. Can we have a roll call, please?
Draper,
Here.
Cargill, here, Nineteen, here. Linda,
Here.
Dykstra.
Here. Okay, last month's board meeting minutes, everybody's read them. Is there any changes or we need or I'm looking for a motion to accept?
There's no additions. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
No support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say. Good. The agenda. Looking for a motion on that.
I need to make one addition there on the Jeep invasion, outdoor gathering. We also need to add the Oceana County Road Commission resolution for the road closing. So right along with that.
Okay. We have a motion for,
Motion to accept as submitted with that change.
I'll support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say aye. Okay, correspondence.
Okay, we had. Correspondence from Dave. I'm not sure how to say his last name, but anyways, he was asking that we could get the volume on our owl to go up, and so Doug already has talked to our IT man and it's been taken care of, so thank you, Doug.
Thank you for letting us know about that. All right, treasurer's report.
Alrighty. And the checking accounts, the capital savings account has $3,001.77. The general fund has $190,626.18. The municipal road fund has $48,638.98. Silver Lake Construction Fund has $344.24. The tax fund has $1,215,253.30, and I have already distributed $707,334.06. And tomorrow I'll be writing checks for most of that, 1,000,002. And in the trust and agency, we're back down to 356.01. In the investment accounts, in the general fund, we have $522,811.58. In the road fund, we have $237,703.42. In the capital fund, we have $422,555.55. In Silver Lake Trail, we have $14,663.43. In the park, we have $2,224.03. And the cemetery has $64,771.83. And the fire has $34,032.33. Taxes are coming in really good. The last couple of weeks have been crazy, and so I think we're getting on the downhill slide.
Any questions on that? Okay, how about presentation of the bills?
I have no questions.
I have no question. Okay. Looking for a motion.
Motion to pay the bills.
Support. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Linda,
Yes.
Dykstra,
Yes.
Eileen, yes. Cargill,
Yes,
Draper.
Yes. All right, I'll go into reports. Well, I'll start out with the supervisor report. The library contract has been signed. So if you want a library card, you're more than willing and able to get there, they will sign you up. So thank everybody that's been involved with that, and that goes on for 3 years. Also, short-term rental, we have had a lot of people send in emails and letters, and we hear you, and we're looking at it and just trying to get through this process. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say on that.
We might want to think about a grace period on that. Being in the future.
Okay. And then the cemetery, the tree it fell down, we're still waiting on some of the bids, and it's been advised from the clerk to wait till the snow's gone to clean it up so that we don't damage any stones. So,
And I did end up talking to Perez, and they're in Florida, and she said basically. Tom Riggs always outbids them, it's much lower, so they didn't even wanna give a bid. And I've talked to the other two, the ones out of Hesperia, and they said they were gonna give me a bid, but they never did, so. It just looks like we're gonna have to go with Tom.
I think we should go ahead with Tom and have him, because you need to have somebody go in that knows what they're doing and look at all those other trees too,
Yes.
that need to be cleaned up and trimmed up.
Yeah, we have several that need to be looked at.
Should we just wait until the snow melts?
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
you kind of want that to dry out. They're gonna get a truck in there and they have to.
Right, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
wanna be, yeah,
plus it's on a hill.
and there's, in the near cemetery also, there's streets
Yeah.
that need to be done, so we have.
So we have a bid, what, 3,500 for the one, and then
Just that one tree in Round Lake, but there's other work that needs to be done there.
yeah. But that can come out of that cemetery perpetual care fund too, if,
Okay.
you know, if it's too much, because I think we need to look at all of them while he's there, and not just.
most definitely.
Hey. Zoning.
For zoning, for the 2025 recap, we had 85 zoning permits, 28 new construction, and 234 short-term rental permits. For 2026, as of yesterday, I had 5 zoning permits, 1 new construction. And I had given out 38 short-term rental permits.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Fire.
Fire. We got our annual report. Anybody wants to take a look at it? I think Jake dropped off copies.
Yeah.
Inside.
On the desk.
Some neat things in here, some growth. Our big tanker in the captain's report, our big tanker takes less than 5 minutes to fill now with the well. And I believe Jeep Invasion donated some money to get a Y and some ball valves for that well. So that we'll be able to hook a hose to a truck, throw a ball valve and turn another one on. So we'll be able to get the tankers filled even less time next year. We have the side-by-side report in here. It did well. That's going to a show in Indianapolis, I believe in April. Yeah, April. The lighting company that donated the lights are going to do all the lights in that side-by-side and clean it all up. They're gonna take it and display it in the National Fireman's Show down in Indianapolis.
Awesome.
Sounds like some of our guys are going down to be a part of that. I might go down and do that instead of going to
MTA.
the MTA. It's at the same time, but I think it'd be nice to go down and meet some of the people and represent our township. I'm gonna look into that. That's the good. Here comes the bad. Our air packs are the newest and latest and greatest 1998 and 99
Huh.
air packs. And they are going to need to be replaced in the next year and a half, 2 years. And the air packs, if we replace, I think 2/3 of them, we figured it was $180,000 just for air packs. So that's a big thing they want to look at with the Shelby Fire Department, the Pentwater Fire Department, and the Hart Fire Department to make sure Shelby's are done next year. They're outdated, gotta be replaced. But if we can all three get into the same type of air pack, that we can then piggyback off of each other so that we can help with each other.
So do you have to have an air pack for every fireman?
No,
And
no,
then, like, if they're in Pentwater's department and our department, do they need two, or do they,
well, yeah,
can we combine it to one, or?
well, that will hopefully come down the pipe later
Okay.
on, with something on that. So our department has, I believe, 14 or 16,
Oh,
and they're only looking to replace 12
oh,
out of that. Because they're so expensive. The other neat thing I learned is our fire department is now, they tried it and it's been working well. When there is a fire call, because I want to clear some of this stuff up. When there is a fire call and all of our fire trucks leave the fire station. And then we call Pentwater and they come to help mutual aid, and Shelby comes and mutual aids. Riverton will send a truck to Pentwater. And maybe Walkerville will send a truck to Hart, or they will send trucks to, Hesperia might send one to Shelby.
Denver, Noego County, so
Yeah.
sends to Hesperia.
Correct. So we're backfilling. So our fire department isn't completely empty. So when there's a big structural fire, there's somebody and there's people there to help with medical, because we've taken on so much medical that we have to have somebody in that department to help with the medical. So there was people I saw online, I will read online, I will not respond online. This is where you're gonna get it. The information. We do have people that backfill those departments from other departments, other volunteers that come in and do that. So if you ever think that your department is completely empty and there's no one there to help out, that is a false statement. Anything to add?
Well, on the air tanks, we tried, all the departments got together and we tried to get a grant.
Yes.
To supply, to buy air packs for all the departments, so we'd all be the same in general, but for some reason, last time they bought air packs, they got them paid for, but this time we didn't, so I don't know what happened, but.
And it's not just Hart, it's Shelby,
Yeah.
Water, all up and down.
Right,
Though this area did not get any grant money to help us with that. So it's gonna be a big ticket item. We've got some vehicles that are gonna need to be consolidated, maybe. What are they saying? Get rid of 3 to get 1,
yeah,
because they're so expensive. Try to find vehicles that will do what takes 3 to do one service.
everybody that goes to a site doesn't have to have an air pack, but they have to have an air pack if they're gonna be inside or close to inside or around, so we can get by with a few less. We'd like to have more, but at that price, it's pretty hard.
yeah.
Other than that, we've had some calls, we've had some building fires, and so far so good for the year. But the annual report, I'll leave my copy also for you guys to look at. Anybody wants to come in and take a look at it, they're more than welcome to. The annual budget audit was out,
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Completed, yeah.
that's in the office, so
The other thing, that show in Indianapolis, about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 guys went down to that and they thought it was really good.
Yeah,
But the last few years, everybody's been so busy, they haven't had time, but Dwight really wanted to get some guys going down to that again, because they learn a lot of stuff from other fire departments and see what's new on the horizon and what's going on, so it's a good 4 day.
I believe, Hart and Pentwater can combine. And, they're gonna rent, a Vibro to house some of the guys, and they're gonna take 3 or 4 guys from each department to go down.
Cool.
So,
And you'd like to make sure you get your report back, right?
yeah, eventually. Okay. It's put in the file.
Planning commission,
Okay, planning commission, we, under new business, we had a public hearing for the Oceana Historical Society, and we approved that special use. And I gave you guys all a copy of this, by the way. And then, old business. There was a request for a 6-month extension for the tower that's going to go up, on, Oak Road. And that was approved. And then there was discussion about the ordinance for short-term rentals. The committee hadn't met on that, and I prodded them to get moving on that, get that going. And then there was, discussion, Jake had passed out, a copy of the planning commission bylaws. And, it's been noted that Jane has been absent, Jane Boydway, for, at least 4 meetings. And I understand that hopefully she's gonna be back, for this month's meeting, so I would suggest we hold off on doing anything and, but, if she doesn't come back, shortly, we need to move on getting another member. So that's all I have.
okay, thank you.
Have we had anybody, interested in joining the planning commission? We saw.
list.
We have names that I got from last October, I guess, that we advertised, and we have some names.
And I know that, I believe there's 1 or 2 on the ZBA that's interested in taking the step to the planning.
Yeah.
So. I heard she was supposed to get out of the hospital today and possibly be ready by the end of the month.
Let's hope for the best for her.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
absolutely.
She's really had a rough.
yes, yes, yeah. Roads, they're still plowing them.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything, and I'm
Some
gonna,
of them are even getting bare.
yeah, I'm gonna get with the, Mr. Timmer of the road commission to remind him to get us what we talked about
Right.
a few months ago on pricing and what we can do for this summer.
Can I ask a question on that?
Sure.
The no parking signs. Can we look into that? Because my understanding, that's an ordinance of 17 of ours. And they took those down for the simple fact that the state police wouldn't enforce it, and they were asked to take them down, but we received no notice on that, and that's our ordinance.
Not only that, we paid for the sign.
I was gonna
Paid
ask,
for
did we pay for those signs?
Yeah. Yeah, they did tell us in a meeting, but that was as much as we got from them.
Well, I understand some of them were bad, but I think they need to go back up.
Well, and
Because
I,
it's our ordinance
Yeah.
that we wanted and we paid to have those put back up. And they just take them down. Like, no, those signs are.
I actually talked to the sheriff and they said they would still enforce it. So, hopefully,
Just,
if we can get them signs put back up, at least we would have them working with
I think
us.
we need to look into that.
Yeah,
That's still an issue then? The parking,
as far as the no parking signs down,
wasn't that because of the lineup or was that not?
It doesn't matter if there's no sign, they're gonna park there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and they went beyond just the lineup area too, cause they went quite a ways into Silver Lake, and I know, Shelby Olson was questioning because they used to park down along Silver Lake Road, way
Correct.
down on her end, and,
Correct.
yeah, and,
so I will be
Yeah.
talking to them about that also.
We might not need all of them, but we need some of them put back.
yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe the road committee can look into where they need to go.
Do we have a list of roads that we're considering for this coming year?
As far as, what we
To
wanna have worked on, yeah,
Yeah.
Projects
Oh.
to give
give us an estimate
Yeah.
on, that's where we
Share
got
that with the rest
stuff.
of the 40?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we did a while back, but we can
Yeah.
get it to you. That's not a problem.
One of them was 60th, I know.
Yeah, and 34th, going from Deer to Log or
Yeah.
something, or from
From that Y up to the end.
From duck up to, Log.
to Log, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but
You're gonna have to start thinking about Lighthouse Drive, because
Yeah.
that road is
getting bad,
Bad.
really getting bad.
He mentioned that too when we were
We did,
yeah.
about getting in there and doing some.
Well, Benona want to get it done
Yeah.
this year. And we really need to push the state, because over 80% of that traffic during the summer is going to the White House.
right.
So,
Okay. Anything else? Assessor?
I forgot to remind her.
Okay.
But I know that she's been working on Board of Review and getting out the tax assessment notices that should be coming out here in a week or so. And Board of Review, of course, is in March, and so we'll be joining with the other townships to do a joint ad in the paper for.
Had a board of review training here
Yeah,
last
we have
week.
work training here last week, and so, yeah. And also, on another note, I did talk with, we don't have park down here because of this. But I did talk with Weese's, and I've got them lined up to do flowers in the roundabout again this year, so. And they've got some ideas of what they're gonna, how they're gonna treat it and stuff for the weeds, and I said, whatever. Because we don't, before anyway, the
Yeah.
chamber, or the Visitors Bureau, I guess it is, pays for it, so.
Well,
Anyway,
The good thing is parks should be going on the reports here,
pretty soon.
which means spring's coming.
Yeah, right, right.
Okay, unfinished business, cleanup day, Scott Garner.
I gave everybody in the board the list that you gave me.
Yep.
So they've had it to look at, so you just, you gave us two options. You want to explain the options that you offered
Yeah.
us?
So I'm Scott Gardner, I represent American Plastic Companies. I oversee all the waste and recycling for one of the companies of American Plastic. There's a pretty diverse company. So, my role is to make sure that waste and recycling is picked up, taken care of, and put in its proper places, right? One of those jobs is we have 25 cleanups we do every year. We are currently now managing the Oceana Transfer Station. We took that over. We will be servicing Pent Water for the next 5 years. And then we just took over Crystal, recycling and trash, transfer station there as well. Our ultimate goal is to be up in this area more and more in residential and recycling. We're all over, from here to Kalamazoo to Lansing. We provide roll-off service. So we have a roll-off company too. So we have a construction company, restaurant, party stores, well, all kinds of stuff. So, as far as the cleanup goes, you see there's two proposals. One is we do it at the transfer station. If you ended up doing it at the transfer station, going with us, we could not forego that supervisor's cost because we would want to be there because it would be in an off day of the transfer station is that they're open. under new management, we're doing things different up there, okay? At this point, it's been a success. We started December 8th, the changes that we've made, cleaning the place up, and we're also gonna do more structure cleanup there and add-ons as time goes on. As far as having it here, you would forego the supervisor cost if we ran it and over, managed it. So if you just wanted dumpsters here and we pick them up the following day or 2 days, then that's fine too.
So you're saying if we had dumpsters here and we don't have to man it, you would man it?
We would manage, we're 2025 cleanups this year. So we're all over the place.
Rachel, did you email this out?
Didn't it come to you guys?
I got it.
I didn't get it.
Did you just do it today or?
No.
I got it right.
With everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I know the people would rather see it here if possible. It just got so hard to man.
Right.
So,
Right.
when does this have to be decided? I mean, we don't wanna go too far down the road,
Well,
obviously.
We discussed that we normally had it in the third weekend for the third week of May is what we normally had it. And I discussed that with him, but you're not any hard deadlines, are you? As far as-
At 7.
Not today.
The
It ain't gonna happen.
Our calendar's full, right? For
Okay,
2026, we're full. So I'm going to force guys to work if we get this, okay? Yep. But we would love to do it, regardless it's here or there. But,
so if you did it here, we always did it on a Saturday, but if you did it at the transfer station. How would that work? Would it be one day for Golden or would it be like,
it would, transfer stations open through Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so it'd be them off days, right?
okay,
Yep.
So would you do it more than one day, like Monday?
We could do it on whatever, we do it Monday and dump them, or if they needed to be dumped, switch them out, whatever, but yeah, we would do that, yeah.
So would you give us that week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the days you're closed, or what would you do? I don't. Just kind of throw it out here.
If we do that, then each one of those days, then you incur us managing it costs, right,
So you-
versus here. But yeah, so yes, we would. So in years past, like for 20 years, they're just doing cleanups on the same day they're open up there,
right,
and it's a little schizophrenic.
yeah,
Them days are over.
plus they get full and then they shut the gate because they're full,
Yes.
Each day,
which happened.
plus
Yeah.
$46 a ton.
How many tons did we have here?
Right,
Do you guys know?
We had 8 dumpsters of 30 yards,
Dumpsters are 500 per dumpster.
The last time,
How many dumpsters?
eight
yeah,
dumpsters.
that's normally what we
What we
did.
had here was
Eight.
30 yards.
30 yards.
How big are these
How many
things?
tons is that?
I think it says 4 in there. Is that what it says?
3 ton limit.
3 ton, okay. Yeah, and you're not gonna go over that unless, okay. So make shingles, right? We don't want shingles. You're paying for the shingles, right?
what
Yeah,
about mattresses?
Right? Those
It says
$20 each.
$20.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did I miss
Landfill
it?
cost.
Well, no.
I did put in there, Rachel, on one of the pages, what's prohibited.
Yes.
Yeah,
Batteries.
it's down at the bottom,
First page.
batteries, propane, yard waste,
Single.
Concrete,
concrete, shingles, oils, paints, tires.
yard waste, you know. We can have a yard waste day, whatever, and take it to the transfer station, but, it's a little bit of a higher.
Transfer station.
We get a lot of
My-
calls for leaves and yard waste that's. Especially out on the lake shore where, I live on 20 acres, so. We get rid of our yard waste,
Yeah.
but I don't have neighbors either, so.
I don't know if you're all aware, and I know Connie is, of course, that we own a recycling center in Newaygo. So, we're the only one right now in the county, there's 5 counties that
Yeah,
the state's working on changing all the recycling. So,
There's been discussion about maybe setting up a recycling
Right.
center here.
yeah,
I don't know where that's at. So it sounds to me like this option two this year might be a better option.
Well, yeah, my opinion would be to, if we're gonna only do one day, it really needs to be here, otherwise we have to have multiple days.
Right.
So,
And we sure got a lot more participation here than we did down there.
and would you do a Saturday?
yeah.
Okay. Because that's when people come up for
Right.
the cottages
Yeah.
and stuff.
So then you'd have the labor cost of $420 for that day.
Mhm.
If we manage it here,
Can you manage it?
you don't even need to show up unless you wanna say hi to your
Okay,
residents.
Okay.
We just take care of it.
And then dumpsters, $300 per dumpster.
No.
The only thing
No,
is,
it's $500.
$500 per dumpster, an additional $46 per ton.
Correct.
If it's over
Traditional
the,
way.
Yeah.
so if anybody did bring box springs or mattresses, we would charge them for that, so that we're not incurring that cost.
you're not, we would collect that,
Yeah.
Well,
You would
either
collect
someone
it?
from
Yeah.
us would be
if you're
here.
not gonna cover it.
Yes.
Right.
We would collect it, therefore it'd have to be in your news you send out.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
we do that, yep.
Okay.
so I know we've always done 8 dumpsters, but we always had Halleck here
To crush it.
to crush it down so we could fit 8. How do you guys deal with that? Would you have something here that
No,
you
it's
could,
just right here, someplace, no crushing down.
no
Yeah,
crushing?
right. Yeah,
I mean, he was good about it. He wasn't like bowling things out, but you know, when you get cardboard boxes and things like that, they need to be pushed down and,
so, other than our team running it, manage it, making sure the containers are loaded properly,
Mhm.
right? We're not gonna push it down, we're not gonna bring our equipment and do it, we prefer not to have the cans pushed down and.
okay. So that means 8 would struggle to,
Well,
Phil, I
I
would
can
say.
tell you, if he did 8, and he did push down 8,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I would say 10.
and then we did one for metal. You know, it was just
Yeah.
That's the
metal.
one.
And see on there, I'll give you some money back on the metal.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
Yep.
the going rate is.
the only thing is though, if you do it here, you're gonna have them people on the end telling us we need to clean it up again.
I would think these guys are gonna clean it up nicely.
Oh, yeah, there,
Yeah.
you won't even know we had it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like a good thing.
But, it would be, are we pulling dumpsters out the same day or, cause that's a lot of dumpsters to get out of here.
It's okay to take it out the next day or the
Oh,
day
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
The
I
weekend
mean,
or
we would take
Monday
what we
or-
could that day,
Right,
right?
that's fine.
So,
Yeah,
Whatever.
and it can be problematic by the time the weekend's over.
yeah,
Yeah, we run into
because
that.
they may grow. Over the weekend. But, yeah.
So you
But we
got,
do have weekend staff if you want them, so.
so why don't you come back to us then with a weekend that you could put it into your schedule for this year?
Well, you just tell me, cause I'm full, so I'm gonna make it happen if
Okay.
this is what you choose.
Third weekend,
The third weekend in May, that's what we normally do.
So May,
Third Saturday.
third Saturday would be the 16th.
Oh, wow, that's
We're-
early.
We're doing 3 that Saturday, guys.
is that
You
too
want-
many of them?
Do you
No,
want,
we have 20 drivers, so.
So-
What about the
Okay.
going
Would
to
it be
the
better the
23rd?
Yeah, the
the
23rd.
following, but isn't that Labor Day?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day
or
weekend?
the weekend.
No, I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
If you choose us, I'll make it happen. Yep, for sure. The 16th.
I think that's, sounds like it's a better deal than doing the transfer station.
Yeah, I would agree with
And
that.
and it's here,
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't have that many
And we-
people that participated last year.
and we don't have to man it then.
Yeah.
So, which was.
Sounds wonderful to me.
Put Shelley out here.
I'll make a motion that we move forward with
On the 16th?
yeah,
On the 16th with number 2.
That-
Okay.
No, Doug.
Can you second it?
No, Connie.
Thank you. I was looking at it.
So we have a roll call vote on that?
Dykstra,
yes,
Cargill.
Yes,
Hygiene, yes. Belinda.
Yes.
And Braithwaite.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
then one last thing, can I make a sales pitch on our restaurant? Have you been to our restaurant?
where is it?
I don't serve
I have
that.
not. Yeah, we'll get you. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Where's
Yeah,
the restaurant?
So we purchased the Smuggler's Restaurant that burnt down on Hess Lake in Newaygo.
oh,
We purchased that, knocked it down, put it brand new. It's beautiful, right on the water.
I've been there.
my
Send
daughter went there, she said it was really
Yeah,
nice.
very nice.
Very good.
Send us some stuff, we'll look at it.
You mean?
Thank you.
Sample.
Always looking for room.
That's.
All right,
Thank you, Scott.
thank you. Number 2, enforcement. Well, we got a new contract draft from the sheriff today and I was busy. I did not get a chance to read it.
So basically, yeah,
It's basically had what you had went through and redlined it, didn't you?
no, that is actually from Ryan and I going over it with some
Oh.
ideas.
I would say that before I get to the red line and strike and particular agreement, that you have the structure of the agreement laid out. For instance, when I called and spoke to you, I called and spoke to them. And at one time somebody was kicking around banana. There was different parts of the structure that may or may not be a part of it. Those are the things that I would get in place before you start trying to nail down exactly what the contract is.
So when I talked to Ryan, we talked about Benona. Benona is whatever, here or there, we wanna keep moving. We're like, if Benona wants in, we'll do an addendum.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so you can just tell me what, as long as I saw the email, but I haven't read it. But the bottom line is, as long as you tell me, there's the structure, boom, okay, away we go.
so I had a conversation with Ryan and Craig, and I told them some of our concerns that we talked about. And I said, these need to be addressed, and then we talked about Benona. And I said, can you make these changes? And that's what he said.
All right, well, I'll look through it and then I'll give you a shout.
Great. And then I went on vacation.
You are, you
I
did,
did,
all
Did
right,
what?
then I went on vacation.
Oh, okay.
problematic discussion.
Again, another.
He works all summer.
He does, I know.
Okay, number 3 on unfinished business is dredging of Hunter Creek.
So there were 2 issues with that I was asked to discuss with their attorney. One was bonding with respect to Alex. That was clear miscommunication. That wasn't what you guys thought it was. It wasn't anything. It was just Halleck saying that they are bonded, not that they can tap into a service of financing. That was 1. And then 2 was your $10,000 issue regarding a consultant. That attorney indicated that he thought that could get done. I saw an email, but what you're talking about, I will say this, is what you're talking about is there's no contract, there's no conditions, you may still say no.
Correct.
And well, I'm just making sure that they're clear, you're clear, everybody's clear on that. That this is not a commitment to do anything. It is, what it's for is to look further in depth, is what you were talking about.
Correct.
Okay. And so they indicated in the email that perhaps they would have more to say in March for the March meeting.
Okay.
And that's it. That's as far as that goes.
I'm kind of waiting on,
That's a good call.
yeah.
You're out, there was one other thing that I didn't talk about under planning commission, the solar ordinance.
Okay,
Bring that up now.
well, I think Mr. McNeely is still working on
Solar,
the,
Yeah, no, we don't wanna,
You're not done reviewing that? I thought you,
no, I spoke with you about that
I
on
thought
the
you
phone,
were, okay.
and we talked about no, and so the answer is no. And it also is not, this is not something we wanna push, there's a lot of litigation going on right now around the state.
Okay.
And we do not wanna be caught up in that, unless you do. But I can tell you that the stakes are high. You know, as far as what being involved in that. Legal fees are out of sight. If expert issues, blah, blah, whatever.
that's lawyers and,
Yeah. Definitely wanna move, definitely.
yeah.
okay, on to new business, True Green contract.
I did not compare it to last year. I feel better. It's been extremely busy in the
Yes,
office.
it has.
It's crazy. So I did not compare it, but, it's not spring yet, so if you'd like to look at it next time, I will look it up. It's up to you.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay,
Yeah,
look at it next time.
we have time next month then to make this decision.
Because they'll be
Yeah, he
calling
doesn't,
if they don't hear from us.
Okay,
they don't do it until late spring anyways.
Yeah.
That's their first application.
is that unfinished business, number 2 is Jeep Invasion Outdoor Gathering and Oceana County Road Commission resolution for road closures. And I'm gonna sustain from the vote, because I work with these guys.
I received the amount, the money and the signatures. I am all set, so I'd like to just make a motion that we approve the outdoor gathering.
Support. And the road closure?
No, so,
Oh, separate, okay.
so this is just for the outdoor gatherings.
Okay.
Do a roll call.
Roll call, certainly. Rachel, yes. Connie,
Yes,
Bill,
Yes.
Rob,
I'm sustaining.
oh, I'm sorry, and Doug,
Yes,
alright.
You need a motion to close the road?
Yeah, one moment, I'm just finishing this and then I'll carry. Okay, so then, yes, we do need a motion,
I'll make that motion.
right? So we can
Support that.
close the road for the
Keep it in.
For the
parade,
Saturday.
is that the parade?
No, it's,
not any photos.
yeah,
It's
For
the,
the,
arts and
like
crafts.
the Apple Fest does.
alright, so we had. You,
correct.
alright, thank you. Okay, road closure, okay, we're all set,
Gotta vote.
and. Is that all yes?
Go with a roll call again,
Okay,
please.
roll call. So, Calinda,
Yes.
Dykstra,
Yes,
Jean, yes. Cargill
Yes.
and Draper,
Sustain.
oh, that's right.
Okay,
Okay, new business, number 3, principles of governance for the MTA.
Okay, so they would like this signed by us, Connie, would you like to talk about it?
I don't have it with me.
Oh, okay, so we sort of,
I can read it, it's, an MTA sent this out to all of the townships in the state of Michigan. And, to maintain the highest standards and traditions of Michigan townships, we embrace these principles to guide our stewardship, deliberations, and constituent services as we commit to safeguard our community's health, safety, and general welfare. We pledge to insist on the highest standards of ethical conduct by all who act on behalf of this township, bring credit, honor, and dignity to our public offices through collegial board deliberations and diligent appropriate responses to constituent concerns, actively pursue education and knowledge and embrace the best practices, treat all persons with dignity, respect, and impartiality without prejudice or discrimination, practice openness, transparency in our decisions and actions, cooperate in all reasonable ways with other governmental entities and consider the impact our decisions may have outside our township's borders. Communicate to the public township issues, challenges, and successes, and welcome the active involvement of stakeholders to further the township's well-being. Strive for compliance with all state and federal statutory requirements. Refuse to participate in any decisions or activities for personal gain at the expense of best interest of the township. Further the understanding of the obligations and responsibilities of American citizenship, democratic government, and freedom. These principles we pledge to our township, our state, and our country. And they would like the whole board to sign it and return a copy to MTA.
Okay.
Hey, we're on to public comment now. Please hold your comment to 3 minutes and come to the blue line and speak to the board only, please. Who's first?
I just wanted, in case nobody's aware of it, there may be a gas leak out at Silver Lake between Macwoods and the State Park. Possibly Verizon hit a gas line.
Oh, great.
That's not good.
Great choice.
Okay, thank you. We'll look into that.
I can take it with me Thursday.
Sure.
Thank you.
Last year, I think I worked with, somebody gets me a copy of, I think you did a flyer for trash cleanup day. And we'll get it posted on the community forum and our Silver Lake property owners page. And I just want to make note, I remember my husband worked one of the cleanup days. And there was one gentleman who came with an enclosed trailer 3 times. And then that filled up the containers that much quicker. So just something to think about, and how are you going to prevent that from happening? He said it looked like he was maybe doing a cottage renovation or something.
Well, and he said something too about bringing stuff in for all the neighbors, hauling in for all the
Yeah.
neighbors, so. Yeah, but
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kim Shear with Hunters Creek. Hi, guys. I just had a quick question about the Hunters Creek situation with the deposit check that we had talked about and emailed correspondence about. Did you all want an agreement in writing prior to receiving the check? If so, we can do that. I just need to know whether that's something that we need to do before we hand you the check. My second question is, do you want the check before the meeting, after the meeting, during the meeting, how that goes? I don't know. I've never given money to a township like this. So if you could contact me.
Work through your attorney.
Okay, all right. And then once we get you the check, what will be the next steps? So if somebody could be in correspondence with me about the first and the last question, and then I'll be in correspondence with our lawyer on the second question. That'd be great. That way I know what to do and we can keep the ball rolling, and that would be wonderful. And if any of you ever have any questions, please feel free to text or email me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Great night.
Give you that, a good read.